Hi students, I am Chandana Liyanage. I warmly welcome you all for this model question discussion session. Today, I wish to discuss some questions which cover introduction to business, business social responsibility, business environment, which in relation to question number 1. Let's move to the question number 1. Businesses are essential for the existence of the society and the economy. Explain. When writing answers for this question, you have to divide this question into two parts, as importance to the society and importance to the economy. You have to provide 4 reasons under each heading to get 2 marks. First, under the society, to fulfill the complex needs and wants that people cannot achieve on their own, provide job opportunities to people, contribute for the social development of the society, to ensure social responsibilities. Under the importance to the economy, you have to consider about some economic indicators: increasing employment rate, contribution to the GDP, utilizes local resources, increases quality of life of people, and earns foreign exchange. Half a mark into 4 equals 2, and altogether 4 marks. Let's move to the question number 2. Name and explain different criteria that can be used to classify businesses. This means different point of views that can be used to see a business. I have taken 5 criteria: according to the nature of production, according to the ownership, according to the sectors, according to the scale, and according to the objectives. This explanation can be given like this as a flow chart. You should not write a paragraph when asking for explanation, because you have to give a clear idea about that criteria. We can show a clear idea by using a flow chart. According to the nature of production, we can take primary production, secondary production, and tertiary production, and related businesses for primary sector businesses, secondary sector businesses, and tertiary sector businesses. According to the ownership, there are 2 types of businesses we can see: publicly owned businesses and private owned businesses. Under the sectors, this refers CBSL classification, agricultural sector, industrial sector, and service sector related businesses. According to the scale, this is related to the size of the business. We can see small and medium scale businesses and large scale businesses. According to the objective, there are 2 types of businesses: profit motive businesses and not-for-profit businesses. That means businesses focused to provide social welfare. Let's move to the question number 3. A single business can be seen in different point of views. Explain this statement using an example in relation to classification of business. This is based on the previous classification. That means we can see a single business in different dimensions. When you take that classification criteria, I have taken the example as Department of Examination. We know it is 100% government owned business. So by applying those criteria, we can see according to the nature of production, it is tertiary sector business. According to the objectives, it is not-for-profit, providing social welfare. According to the ownership, government owned business, public sector business. According to the sectors, it is service sector business. And according to the scale, it's a large scale business. That means Department of Examination can be seen as a tertiary sector, not-for-profit, public sector, service providing, large scale business. Let's move to the next question. Name and explain significant stages in evolution of present businesses. Present businesses have been evolved by using 4 stages. These are the main stages in business evolution process. First one, barter system. Second one is usage of money. Third one, Industrial Revolution, and the fourth one is electronic businesses. Barter system, that is exchanging one's surplus with the surplus of another person. So this is the starting point of trade. The second stage is usage of money. In this stage, people utilized a certain common intermediator as in the exchange process. There were a lot of demerits or limitations in the barter system, so people used a common medium as the intermediator in this stage. The third stage is Industrial Revolution. This is shifting cottage industries and agricultural sector businesses into large-scale factories which were located in main cities. This was backed by Renaissance. The present stage of business is electronic businesses. That means carrying out businesses using different electronic platforms. As an example, we can see e-commerce and e-business. E-commerce means carrying out business activities using internet, and e-commerce means carrying out buying and selling transactions through the internet. Right, let's move to the next question. What are the main changes that took place in businesses due to the Industrial Revolution? There are a lot of significant changes can be seen in Industrial Revolution. First one, introduction of factory system. In this introduction, the introduction of factory system, cottage industries and agricultural sector businesses shifted to the factory system. At the earlier, before the Industrial Revolution, cottage industries were utilized different traditional and primitive techniques. These techniques were evolved to the large-scale businesses by using heavy machines and by using new technological equipments. The second one is large-scale production. By means of large heavy machines and new technological equipments, businesses could create a big output. Increasing employment opportunities is the third point. In these factories, different management techniques were used. Division of labor can be taken as an example. That means dividing total production process into smaller parts and assigning individual worker to perform that individual task. This created a large number of employment opportunities. Next one is development in management techniques. As I mentioned earlier, division of work, specialization, getting benefits from economies of scales were utilized by these factories. Urbanization. People who carry out business agricultural activities and cottage industries in countryside shifted to urban areas. Thereafter, there was a complex situation in main cities. Next point is development of auxiliary services, banking, insurance, transportation, communication, warehousing. Businesses were started to provide support to large-scale industries. The last point is expansion of market. In order to sell the large-scale production created by industrial sector, there should be a market to sell this. Therefore, European people expanded their market to Asian countries as well as African countries. So you can mention 8 points to get 4 marks for this question. Let's move to the question number 2. Classify the scope of business concept. This is the different businesses that can be seen after the Industrial Revolution. Businesses, basically we can divide into 2 parts as industries and services. This industrial sector can be seen as extractive industries, manufacturing industries, and construction industries. When we come into that commercial side, we can divide commerce sector into two parts as trade and auxiliary services. Trade we can see in two types as inland trade, that means local trade, and the second part is foreign trade or international trade. Inland trade again we can divide on two parts as wholesale and retail trade, and foreign trade can be divided into two parts as import trade and export trade. Auxiliary services are the services which support to industrial sector or businesses. We can see different examples for auxiliary services: banking, insurance, transportation, communication, and warehouse. Right, let's move to the next question. Name and explain stakeholder groups of a business. Stakeholders means different parties who have an interest towards the business due to different services. When we start from the inside of the business, we can see owners, managers, employees. Competitors, suppliers, potential investors, competitors can be seen in the external environment. Right, let's explain owners. Owners are the parties, individuals or groups who have provided capital to start up business. We can see sole proprietors, partners, members, shareholders as owners of different types of business organizations. Managers. Managers are the people who have been hired by the owners, because managers may not have enough time to engage in business. Owners may not have enough time to carry out or make decisions in relation to business. Sometimes they may not have related subject knowledge. Therefore, owners hire managers to make major business decisions. Employees. Employees are hired by managers to carry out day-to-day business operations. Managers assign tasks to employees and they work accordingly. Customers, they are the people or individuals or groups who purchase goods and services of the business. Competitors, all the other businesses can be taken as competitors because all the businesses try to attract income of customers. Next one is suppliers. Suppliers are individuals or groups who provide goods and services to the business. Potential investors are the individuals or groups who are willing to invest their funds in businesses. They are normally known as future investors. Right. Let's move to the next question. Explain the benefits that the stakeholders could gain from business. 4 marks. To get 4 marks for this question, you should mention at least 6 stakeholder groups and you have to give at least 2 benefits for each. Name in 6 stakeholder groups, 1 mark. Explaining 2 benefits for each, half a mark into 6, 3 marks, altogether 4 marks. I have taken owners, managers, employees, customers, suppliers, and government as stakeholders, and I have given 2 benefits, expected benefits. You should not write an explanation for this, that is, writing a table or providing your answer using a table is enough for this question, to answer this question. Owners, they expect profit from the business and long-term existence or survival is expected by the owners. Managers can get experience, it's a benefit for them, and financial benefits like salaries and there are the allowances and promotions. There are future promotions also a benefit for them. When you take employees, they can earn salaries, employee welfare and job security can be taken as benefits they can enjoy from the business. The next category is customers. By consuming quality goods and by paying fair prices, they can get benefits from the business. Suppliers can take future orders as well as cash in time as benefits. Government can earn tax income and businesses contribute for employment opportunities and the output of business contribute to the GDP of the country. So these are the benefits that stakeholders can get from the business. Right, let's move to the next question. This is the opposite side of the previous question. In previous question, we discussed benefits expected by the stakeholders from the business. In this question, we discuss the benefits expected by the business from its stakeholders. I have taken previous stakeholders, owners. Business needs a capital. So sufficient capital should be provided by the owners and their goodwill also important to the business. The business vision is provided by the owners. So owners are very important for a business. Managers, their correct decision is important for the survival of the business and their personality is very important to handle the employees and their knowledge and experience very important to make correct decisions. Employees, their commitment and skills are important to carry out correct day-to-day business activities. Customers, a business needs customer feedback to improve the business activities and their needs and wants should be noted by the business in order to decide the marketing mix of the business. Suppliers should provide quality goods to the business and they should give a sufficient credit period and sufficient amount of discounts. Government, a business seeks incentives and infrastructure from the government to carry out its business activities smoothly. Here also the same, you have to mention 6 stakeholder groups to get 1 mark and you have to provide 2 benefits for each to get 3 marks. Altogether 4 marks. Right, let's move to the next question. Explain primary production, secondary production and tertiary production and its relationship using an example. Here you have to explain what is primary production and how to give an example for this. Secondary production, explanation, example for that. Tertiary production, explanation and example for tertiary production, and you have to mention the relationship between primary production, secondary production and tertiary production. Primary production means extracting natural resources from the nature without changing its basic form. Basic form means without changing its basic color, shape and quality. Example, harvesting paddy. In secondary production, changing the basic form of natural resources. Converting paddy into rice. Tertiary production means the collection of trade and auxiliary services. Storing rice, selling rice can be taken as tertiary sector production. In relation to this, the relationship is tertiary production depends on secondary production, and secondary production depends on primary production. Right, let's move to the next question. Question number 3. Nature Lover is a business that cultivates and sells organic vegetables. State examples for each factor of production Nature Lover may use. In 4 marks. To get 4 marks, you have to mention 6 factor of production and have to give 2 examples for each. Land. We know land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, time, knowledge and information are factors of production, or they are also known as resources or input of the production process. Land means all the natural resources. In relation to this business, business premises, that means where the business is located, and sunlight, soil, which are used to cultivate crops. So these are the natural resources used by Nature Lover. Under land, we can take business premises, sunlight and soil. Labor. Labor means physical and mental efforts utilized at the production process. In this business, we can see employees in the farm and sales staff in the sales outlet. Capital means all man-made items. Sales outlet, that building, agri equipments and money invested to start up this business can be taken as examples for capital in this business. Entrepreneurship means making innovations by bearing risk. In this business, Nature Lover, the owner of Nature Lover, can invent a new package by using degradable materials to pack the vegetables. So that can be taken as the entrepreneurship under this business. Time means time utilized at the production process. As an example, labor hours of employees and machine hours can be taken. Knowledge means intellectual skills of the mankind utilized at the production process. Agricultural knowledge of employees, marketing knowledge of managers and sales staff can be taken as examples. Information means process data utilized at the production process. In this business, as information, they can use information regarding organic agriculture, new production technologies, new agri equipments and market information. Right, let's move to the next question. Question number 3, Roman number 2. Name and give examples for business functions or activities involved by Nature Lover. There are a couple of business activities or business functions. Production, marketing, finance management, human resource management, administration, research and development, and management information systems can be taken as business functions or business activities. Production means all the activities in between converting input into output. If we take Nature Lover as an example, cultivating crops, controlling physical resource and resource related to each crop, using different methodologies and harvesting, taking output are examples for production. Under marketing management, we can take packing and labeling, pricing, conducting promotions and advertising, distributing products. Marketing means this starts from the customer and ends from the customer. All the activities in between identifying customer needs and wants and measuring customer satisfaction can be taken as marketing activities. So if we consider about marketing mix, product, price, place, promotion, we can get this kind of examples related to Nature Lover business. Finance management, there are 2 aspects in finance management: acquiring funds from low-cost source of finance and investing them in profitable projects. So these are the two main aspects in finance management. According to this business, they can control their working capital, can obtain bank loans, and can obtaining machines using leasing facilities. We can take examples for finance management. Human resource management, this means all the activities in between forecasting human resource requirement and providing retirement benefits to employees are known as human resource management. So, hiring suitable employees to the organization, those who have agricultural knowledge and sales knowledge, evaluating performance of those employees, giving them a correct salaries, induction of employees, training of them, we can take as examples for this business. Administration, that means conducting coordination link or maintaining a coordination link between different departments in the organization and keeping records regarding the business activities. So we can take examples from this business: keeping records regarding each cultivated products, keeping accounting records, and maintaining communication link between farm and the sales outlet. Research and development means identifying new production methods, making innovations in order to reduce cost and wastage. If you take examples from this business, they can invent new agricultural techniques and they can introduce new preservative techniques. Management information system means collecting information, creating databases, and providing those information to the relevant parties to make correct decisions. According to this business, can maintain office automation system to keep employee records and can maintain a computerized accounting system. Right, let's move to the next question. Explain the following concepts: product, production process. Product mean anything offered to the market to satisfy human needs and wants. In broad classification, we can see 10 items: goods, service, people, places, properties, events, experience, idea, information, and organization. So you have to explain what is product, 1 mark, and you have to give examples for products. It carries 1 mark. Production process, that means the process of converting input into output. It comprises with 3 stages: input, conversion process, and output. Input means resources, conversion process means or transformation process means carrying out business functions in related to this business, and output means product of the business. Right. Let's move to the next question. Right. Draw a production process of a pottery manufacturing business. Before drawing this diagram, you have to show the relationship between input and output. So you have to write input, conversion process, and output first. Input mean resources, conversion process mean handling business function, and output mean the respective product of the or final outcome of the production process. Land mean natural resources. So pottery industry related natural resources are clay and business premises. Labor means potters who carry out pottery activities. Capital means man-made items, building, potter wheels, burners. Entrepreneurship means making innovations and bearing risk. New pottery items can be taken as entrepreneurship. time means the time utilized at the production process, labor hours of employees or the potters, and machine hours of the potter wheel. Knowledge means intellectual abilities of production employees, their knowledge regarding the pottery production. Information is process data. In here we can take information on new markets and new technologies. When we come into this part, the business functions or the conversion process, under the production we can see different activities: mixing clay, molding items, and painting. Marketing, we can consider about 4 P's: pricing, packaging, advertising, and distribution. Finance management, we have to consider about that 2 aspects: acquiring funds from low-cost source of finance and investing them in profitable projects. So we can take obtaining banks to collect funds and keep in accountable records for the to make future decisions regarding finance management. Administration, maintaining production reports and coordinating activities in different workstations. The final output of this production process is clay pots, flower vase, and different ornaments. To write this relationship, you will be awarded half a mark. To write about this output, give an example for the output, half a mark. Here you have to mention 3 examples from each heading, 1.5 mark, and here also the same. You have to mention 3 points under each heading, 1.5 mark, altogether 4 marks. Right, let's move to the next question. Quick Solution is a partnership business which provides a vehicle maintenance and repair services chain in different areas in the island. Identify the internal forces of this business with examples. Internal forces means factors and forces which affect for the performance of the business. We can take owners, managers, employees, organization structure, organization culture, and resources as internal factors and forces. We know this is a partnership business, so owners are the partners. Managers, CEO, it runs using island-wide branches, so we can see branch managers, and to carry out different business functions, there are some functional managers such as finance manager, human resource manager, marketing manager, so on. Employees in this business, mechanics, painters, and electricians, we can see. The organization structure, that means the way of delegating powers and authority among top level hierarchies to bottom level hierarchies. So we can assume this kind of organization structure in that particular business. CEO, they delegate powers to branch managers, and thereafter functional managers, and functional managers assign tasks or delegate powers to supervisors. Organization culture, that means norms, beliefs, customs, traditions, values which are accepted and admired by the organizational members. So we can see productions, systems and procedures of that business, dress code, code of ethics as and subcultures created in that particular organization as organizational culture. Resource mean factors of production or input utilized by this business. Example, business premises and building, machine and equipment, office equipment, and employees. All the factors of production utilized by this business can be taken as resources. Let's move to the next question. Question number 4, Roman number 1. Give examples for the interrelationship that exist between the following macro environmental factors. In this question, you have to give a clear relationship between the given two macro environmental forces. The first one is natural environment and global environment. I have given sign-in agreement by world leaders to reduce carbon emission in order to reduce global warming. So there's a clear interrelationship between natural environment and global environment. World leaders belong to global environment and global warming also the same, and reduce carbon emission belongs to natural environment. So there's a clear relationship between natural environment and global environment. The second one is natural environment and technological environment. Establishing alarm system to detect tsunami. Introducing to recognize tsunami belongs to technological environment and tsunami belongs to natural environment. The third one is economic environment and global environment. Increase in commodity prices due to increase the price of oil in world market. Increase in world market prices belong to global environment, and increase in commodity prices in local market, we can see there's an inflation, it's an economic indicator, inflation. So there's a relationship between global environment and economic environment. The fourth one is political environment and natural environment. The example is government implements green policies to protect the environment. Government policies belong to political environment, and they have implemented policies in order to protect the environment. So environment belongs to the natural environment. Then we can see a relationship between government, that means political environment, and natural environment. Right, let's move to the next question. Question number 4, Roman number 2. Explain SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We use SWOT analysis to study the business systematically, identify external environment and internal environment. By scanning internal environment, we can identify strength and weaknesses. By studying external environment, we can identify opportunities and threats. Strength means positive or favorable conditions that can be seen inside the business. Weaknesses means negative or unfavorable conditions that can be seen inside the business. Opportunities means positive or favorable conditions that can be seen outside the business, and threats means negative or unfavorable conditions that can be seen outside the business. So to get these 4 marks, you have to explain strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats separately. Right, let's move to the next question. Explain what social responsibility of business is and state the reasons for importance in the present society. When writing an answer for this question, you should not write a definition for business social responsibility. You should give a general idea about social responsibility. Social responsibility is to perform business activities in an unbiased way to all the stakeholder groups. 1 mark. If not, you can write providing benefits to all the stakeholder groups. By providing a social responsibility, a business can enjoy different benefits. A business can ensure its existence, that means long survival, long-term existence of the business. Second one, to develop business goodwill, that means can create a good public image. Third one, to satisfy customers by providing quality goods, by charging fair prices without providing all the information, merits and demerits can satisfy target customers of that particular business. To achieve the business objectives, business can achieve its objectives without any damage by following business social responsibilities to minimize legal issues. That means if a business follow rules and regulations related to customers, rules and regulations related to employees, rules and regulations related to environment, there won't be any legal issue towards the business. To retain key employees of the business, so the key employees are the employees who decide, who carry out main activities of the business. If there are some motivated and committed employees can be retained in the business by following social responsibilities towards employees. To get 4 marks, you have to give a general idea about social responsibility, 1 mark, and you have to give at least 6 points to get 3 marks, altogether 4 marks. Next question is, name a business known to you and state how it contributes to social responsibility. When writing an answer for this question, you have to name a certain business that you know. There are 4 dimensions in business social responsibility. First one, business social responsibility towards owners, business social responsibility towards employees, business social responsibility towards customers, business social responsibility towards society and environment. So you have to give 2 examples under each heading to get 4 marks. Under the BSR towards employees, maintaining transparency in management activities, providing a fair return on capital invested. By paying fair salaries and treating equally with any discrimination, we can achieve BSR towards employees. By providing quality goods and charging fair prices, can fulfill social responsibilities towards customers, and disposing waste systematically without causing damage to the environment, and providing donation to nearby schools to provide social school infrastructure. That means conducting some CSR projects, a business can fulfill social responsibilities towards society and environment. So you have to apply different examples related to that particular business. Right, let's move to the next question. Furnimate, a furniture manufacturing business willing to follow 4R concept. You are requested to give some instructions regarding the activities can be performed to maintain 4R concept. 4 marks. First, you have to mention the keywords related to 4R concept: recycle, reuse, reduce and replace, and you have to give an example for each 4R. Recycle. Under recycle, this furniture business can use sawdust to make a pulp to cover the damaged parts in wood. Reuse, using parts of old furniture when producing new furniture. Under reduce, ignoring unnecessary carvings and parts to save timber. It should be carvings. Replace, replanting trees for the timber used. If you cut a tree, you can plant another tree. Right. Let's move to the next question. Question number 5. Question number 5, Roman number 1. A business has needed to prepare a set of code of ethics. What factors shall be considered by this business in preparing this code of ethics? Explain. Before preparing a code of conduct or code of ethics, we have to consider about a couple of factors. Nature of business, customers or nature of the customers, nature of the employees, culture of the society where the business is existing, organizational culture, inside the organization, competitors, and practicability. Under the nature of business, that business should consider about the goods and services provided that business and its nature. Under the customers, their religion, social background, their culture and their demand patterns have to be considered. When we consider about the nature of employees of the organization, how to think about attitudes of the employees and their academic background and their social background. When consider about organizational culture, the values, norms, beliefs, customs and traditions as well as informal groups of the organization should be considered. We have to consider those factors. Culture of the society, that means norms, beliefs, customs, traditions which are used by the local people, that means people around the business or the society where the business is situated. And the competitors, we have to think about code of ethics which are used by the competitors because we provide a competitive services with them. And the practicability, we have to think about the ability of implement that or whether it is realistic or not. Right, let's move to the next question. Prepare a set of code of ethics suitable for a fast food business. When think about a code of ethics, we have to relate these things with business functions. Business functions, production, operations, marketing management, finance management, human resource management ethics, and we can add intellectual property ethics with that particular business functions. I have taken 4 segments under code of ethics. Production ethics. Under production ethics, a business should avoid of using poisonous materials, and poisonous or hazardous goods should be withdrawn from the market. By taking it into the consideration, this business business should not use harmful ingredients in their production activities and should consider about the cleanliness of the foodstuffs, the cleanliness of the production process. Marketing ethics, providing correct information, not causing damages to other competitive businesses through advertising. That means marketing ethics ensures providing true information, disclosing merits and demerits of the product and not damaging goodwill of other businesses. So this kind of practices can be conducted by a business when can be included to their code of ethics by this business. Under the human resource management, it expects to maintain proper relationship between employers and employees. So maintaining proper working environment or sound working environment and ensuring dignity of all the employees can be considered under the code of ethics of a certain business. Intellectual property ethics covers avoiding from illegal use of patent right, copyright, and suppressing of employee talents, not suppressing of employee talents, and avoiding from spying. So I have added avoiding from illegal use of patent right of other businesses and not stealing information of businesses, that mean avoiding from spying. Right. Let's move to the next question. What are the importance of following business ethics by businesses? Here also the same, we have to mention the importance of following business ethics in relation to different business functions. By following production ethics, a business can withdraw hazardous or poisonous products from the market. By following marketing ethics, a business can make consumer aware about to purchase quality goods. That means if the business provide true information, if the business not cheat customers, there's influence to purchase quality products. By following human resource management ethics, a good interrelationship can be maintained in between employers and employees. By following human resource management ethics, there shouldn't be discrimination with regard to religion, race and gender. So when assigned tasks, these are not considered. By following finance and accounting ethics, financial frauds can be avoided. Right, let's move to the next question. Give reasons for the gradual decline of economic contribution from agricultural sector in Sri Lanka. So this is a current issue. So we can see different reasons for this. To get 4 marks, you have to mention 8 points. First one, leaving employees and investors from the agricultural sector. Second one, continuous bad weather conditions. Third one, low international demand due to various issues, financial and other issues of farmers, less government intervention, lack of fertilizer, lack of competition from foreign suppliers, increase of cost of production, decrease in yield due to threat of insect and wildlife, decrease in employee efficiency. You have to mention 8 points to get 4 marks for this question. Half a mark into 8 equals 4. The last question, mention 4 reasons for the importance of improving tourism industry in Sri Lanka. So you have to give 4 points to get 4 marks. First one, to avoid depreciation of Sri Lankan currency, to maintain good foreign relationships with other countries, to develop infrastructure facilities and to enhance regional economic development. So these are the different ways of testing questions related to question number 1 in relation to introduction to business, business environment, business social responsibility and business ethics. I hope this will helpful to you. I will be back with next another set of questions. Till then, you take care. Goodbye. Have a nice day.